Do any of you know any of these people who are always going on about the good old days or back in my day, back in my day, back in my day? Things were so much better. Kids were so much more respectful. If we could just go back to the good old days, things would be so much better now. Do you know those people? What is up with that? I don't get it. They're stuck. They're just stuck in their own time loop of distortion or something. I don't get it. It's a mind trap. There's a little bit of psychology behind it. Nostalgia is great. We like to remember things fondly, but it isn't just remembering things fondly for these people. It's a way of emotionally regulating uncertainty. They're anxious about the present, the tech changes, the social norms, the future. They don't know what to think. They're scared. They're afraid. And the brain pulls up a fuzzy, warm memory like a cozy old hoodie. And of course, they like that cozy old hoodie because it actually fit them back then, unlike the extra 40 or 50 pounds that they've gained and they need a 3XL. It's not really about the past being better. It's about the present being unsafe or unfamiliar. They have a cozy retrospection bias. It's a cognitive bias where we tend to remember just the positive parts of the past that we like to remember and we filter out the rest. Grandma are these people, of course, and I have friends who are like this, or people I know, I should say. You know, they talk about how kids respected their elders back in the day, back in my day. But they forget that their neighbor's kid got grounded or arrested for setting the garage on fire, or they got arrested for breaking and entering, like I did. Or, of course, I remember kids in school in the 70s and 80s. They were the mouthiest people I know. Oh my God, I can't believe it, how mouthy they were. Respectful, my ass. Kids have always been disrespectful. It doesn't matter. So you remember things the way you want to remember them. You filter out the bad and you remember the good stuff. The past feels so much better because it was so much simpler in our minds, at least. And of course it was simpler. You were young. Maybe you were a kid. I don't know. There were fewer moving parts. Mommy and daddy did everything for you. Your world was more contained, so it felt more manageable. Back in my day, me, back when the world made sense to me. But these people, it's a main character syndrome maybe. They feel like they were important back then. They probably weren't. Yeah, you could almost dunk a basketball or a volleyball on a good day. You were a hero. And you want to get back to that feeling. I get it. But it's over. Let it go. There are a name for these people who are stuck in the past. I call them losers. The time moves on. It's change. Let it go. You're never going back to the good old days. They weren't that great anyway, really.